Hello and welcome to Yoga and Wellness with Amanda. In today's video, we're going to be going over some yoga stretches for the hands and the wrists. It's really important to give a little love and do a little work in this area of the body, especially because a lot of poses we do throughout practice are weight bearing, so we want to make sure that our hands and our wrists can actually bear that load. Plus, I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time on the computer and driving and just doing stuff with my hands, and I don't really give a lot back to that part of my body. So this is a great little mini practice to kind of give back to the hands and the wrists. So all we'll need is our yoga mat, so we'll roll out and get started. Alright, so let's get started. So to begin, we're going to find an easy seated pose. So just find somewhere comfortable to sit. And what I like to do just to begin is just take some circles with the wrist. I mean, you could already hear my wrists are a little bit cracky already. So just doing some circles, changing directions, just kind of bringing some motion into that area of the body. Oh, there's a trooper dog. And then from here, after we do a good amount of circles, what I want you to do is bring your arms out to kind of like a goalpost position here. And this is going to help work the shoulders a little bit too. And I just want us to do kind of little fists. So open and close the hands, just kind of working on that dexterity. Just open, close, open, close, open, close. And do this for about a minute or so. I haven't done this in a while, so my arms are already getting tired. So let's take a little bit of a break. We'll bring the hands down to the lap, breath in together, and out. And we'll get right back to it. Goalpost arms and just kind of open and close fists, open and close fists. And if it is too much on the shoulders to have those arms up, you can have them down to your side. I think this just kind of encompasses a little bit more muscles when we're doing it this way. Okay, couple more rounds here. All right, so now we're gonna release. Take a little shoulder roll there, making sure we're sitting up nice and tall to keep integrity in our pose. And then I just want us to kind of shake out the hands a little bit, kind of whisking out some of that extra energy, that heat that we created doing that first little stretch here. And this is something you can do like whenever you're sitting and like not really doing anything. You don't have to make like a full practice of it. So then we'll relax those hands, and then we're going to do kind of an individual stretch for our fingers. So we'll start with stretching the right. So what I like to do is kind of reach my arm out in front of me, and then with my opposite hand, we're going to do the fingers first, and then we're going to do the thumb. Well, maybe I guess we'll just start with the thumb. So actually just reach your arm out straight in front of you, and then you're going to take the left hand and just kind of pull the thumb in towards the body gently. We're not doing like an intense pull here. We're going to do just a few seconds. Okay, and then release, and then we're going to bring the palm facing the front of the room, and then just gently grab that first finger and pull it back towards the body. Very gently, keeping the integrity in your seated posture. Always breathing. We don't want to hold the breath even when we're just doing some stretches here. And then we'll move on to the middle finger, just gently stretching it back towards the body. And ring finger, just for a breath or so. And then the pinky. And then before we end, we're actually going to flip the hand so the palm is facing the sky, and then just bring that left hand underneath and gently pull the thumb in towards the body again. Only palm facing up this time. And release. And then we're going to take all four fingers and pull them in towards the body. This is a nice stretch for the forearm too. Just take a breath here, and then we're going to release. Shake it out. Give the arm a second to kind of relax, because that could be a little strenuous on the arm as well. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So left hand now, we're going to reach it out in front of us and start by just gently pulling the left thumb in towards the body for a breath. Oh, excuse me. And then we're going to bring the hand, so the palm is facing forward, and then we're going to work on finger number 1, pull it in towards the body. Breathing deep still. And then we're going to move on to the middle finger. And the ring finger. Breathing into the stretch. And the pinky. And then we're going to release, flip the palm, reach under and pull the thumb towards the body again. Breathing into the stretches still. And then release, and this time all 4 fingers pointed down, pull into the body. Nice stretch for the forearm. All right, shake it out. I'm going to bring the palms to the mat kind of by the hips, and we're going to do like a little cat-cow seated kind of motion just to kind of bring a little awareness to our spine since we're sitting. So inhale, gaze up, chest forward, and exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Gently arch the spine and the shoulders. Inhale, shine the heart, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, arch the spine. One more, inhale, shine the heart space, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, arch the spine. And we'll return to center. Awesome. And then from here, we're going to kind of pick up right where we left off. So we're going to bring the right hand now up front. And then since we pulled down, we're going to pull up just to kind of give a little bit more stretch to those fingers. Take a few breaths here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Left fingers facing up, just a little bit of a pull. And then I want us to give just a little gentle massage for our wrists. Awesome. And then from here, we're actually going to come onto all fours, and we are going to do some stretches in tabletop position here. And we're just going to first come into our tabletop, just like so. Okay, and from our tabletop position, the first stretch we're going to do is we're going to do like a active tabletop. So we're just going to begin to shift the body forward and backwards, creating a gentle rocking motion, kind of massaging the wrists, feeling that out, breathing into the motion, just very gentle motion. Keeping the hands nice and wide on the mat. And then after we've done this for a little while, we're going to come back into our tabletop, and then we're going to keep the same position, except we're going to rotate the hands so they're facing the outer edges of the mat. So our hands now, our fingertips are kind of facing this outer edge, and I like to bring my hands maybe a little bit closer to the edges of the mat, so like my fingertips are falling off a little bit, but just find a position that's comfortable. And then we're just going to begin to gently rock from side to side. Just feel the weight kind of transition from like the left finger all the way down into the wrist, and then shift over into the right wrist, to the right fingertip. And these are just very gentle movements here. You can go as fast or as slow as feels good. And continue to breathe. Awesome. And then find stillness here for a second, and I like to bring my knees a little bit closer to my hands for this one, because we're going to actually rotate the hands so the fingertips are facing in towards the body now. And you want to keep your arms as straight as you can, and then you're just going to shift the hips back just a tiny bit. This is going to be a nice stretch down the forearm and the wrist. You can curl the toes if you want for a little more stability. Just breathe into the posture, and if you have to come out early, just slowly and mindfully reverse engineer the pose. Breathe deeply. Very good. And then slowly Shift the weight forward again, one hand at a time, release, place the fingertips on the mat, and then we're gonna sit back on the heels or on the feet for just a second, and we're gonna give a little bit of motion back into our wrists here. So I like to just give myself a quick little wrist massage, a little hand massage, just kind of bringing a little bit of circulation back into the part of the body that we just stretched, because that was a little bit intense. So we're just giving a little bit back here. Maybe take a couple wrist circles, shake it out a tiny bit, and then we're gonna come back and on our hands and knees. And then this next one, we're going to flip the hands over now. So the palm, the back of the hands, and I'm actually going to turn this way for this one, just because I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better. I think it was pretty easy with the other ones. Oh, my lights. To see, but you're gonna stay on your hands and knees position, like so, and then we're gonna flip the hands over. So the back of the hands are on the mat now, and our fingertips are facing each other. And now this one, you can bend the elbows, because it doesn't really work to have your arms straight. Your joint doesn't work quite that way. So bend the elbows a bit and really kind of press like the back of the wrist into the mat. Oh, even that just feels like a nice little massage. And then to deepen the pose, we're just gonna make a little baby fist with our hands. Just a little baby fist to stretch it out. If you look at your hands, I think these look like monkey hands, and like it cracks me up every time, I swear. But this feels really good, especially if you are on the computer a lot, or just in a position where you are using your hands and a lot of repetitive motion. Don't forget to get your thumbs in there. Another fun thing is if you want to touch each finger to your thumb while you're in this position, that's kind of nice too. And then just like last time, we're going to slowly release one hand at a time, fingertips to the mat, and then we're going to sit back on the feet or the heels and just give ourselves just a little massage here. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Awesome. All right. And from here, we're going to come back into our seated position, and we're going to do one more little stretch before we wrap up class. So we're just going to rest the hands kind of on the legs here, and I just want us to go through and touch each finger to our thumb. So starting with pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, and then go the opposite way. So pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. One more time. Okay, I'm getting tongue-tied here. Awesome. And then we'll just sit with our hands on our lap for a moment. If you want to close your eyes, just notice the warmth, the heat, the energy that you've directed and created in your hands and your wrists. Maybe even it's radiating up your arms. It's nice. It's a nice little feeling. And we'll close out practice together. We'll bring hands to center, rest thumb knuckles on our sternum, big breath in and out. And then we'll bring thumb knuckles to our third eye. The beautiful, abundant, brightly shining light in me sees, honors, and respects that same light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Great job. We did a nice gentle stretch for our wrists today. I hope that your hands and your wrists feel better and you could take on the rest of your day. Nice little break to send a little love back to that area of the body. And if you're interested, check out any of my other yoga videos and get right into a yoga flow to fully complete your practice for today. This is nice little stretches you can incorporate at the beginning of your practice just to warm up your wrists in order to better support your body. If you have any questions about any of the stretches we did today, drop those in the comment section below, as well as if you have any suggestions for future videos. I would love to hear from you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you really liked this video, consider subscribing so you can get notified every Thursday morning when I post a new video to this channel. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.